share this. Okay, awesome. Hey y'all. If you can turn your video on, I'm such a visual person. I promise I don't care what you look like at all. My hair looks crazy. Thank y'all so much. I think that these kind of weekly meetings with our teams exploding are just so critical for us to focus exactly what we're doing every week. And I've been thinking, and I will be the first one to tell you as your leader, like I will always make mistakes and I'll always overextend myself, or I'll do something and I'll come back and tell you, yeah, that really didn't work the way I thought it would. So I'm going to start with telling you that I think that it's very important whenever we bring people into this business that they know exactly where to plug in for certain things. And it's very important that we know where to plug new people into, okay? So what I mean by that is if someone's brand spanking new, they need to know where to go to get what they need, okay? If I'm bringing people in, I need to know as a business owner, what am I connecting them with so that they get the tools that they need? So my thinking was I started an accountability group as a trial run with some daily training. Major fail, I cannot train y'all every single day. I can answer your questions, but that was just like way overwhelming for me and everyone else. But it's a good tool, okay? So what I'm going to do is, if you're not already in that, we're going to get you added to that. It's called 21 Days to Thrive Fearlessly. We're going to change the name. It's not a team page. It's not a place to ask questions. And here's why. It doesn't mean I won't answer your questions, but we have to make sure we're utilizing the tools for what they were meant for so that everything runs efficiently. So on that page, that is where I'm going to train you guys and your leaders are once a week on a skill that we want you to become an expert in. We were trying to do it once a day. It's physically impossible. And we all know this doesn't happen overnight, right? So trial and error, we're going to take one topic a week and make you an expert on it. Guys, y'all have to remember to stay in your lane and not compare yourself. Because what I got in this business, it took me 2 years to get to where I am and to grow and to develop, into, can y'all hear me? Can you hear me, Rachel? You can hear me, Rachel? Okay. It took me.
Somebody's got a bunch of hammering in the background.
Yeah, I just muted that person. Okay. So it is taking me 2 years to grow into that, and I'm still not an expert, but I think trying to do a new skill every single day was just, whoa, like that was way too much. So you live and you learn. If you're not part of that group, I'm going to make sure everyone's a part of that group. You didn't miss anything other than us trying to get something up off the ground, okay? So it's going to help you develop a skill every week. You may already have that skill. You may say, hey, Court, I have a really good idea, or I know this trick with Instagram. Message me. Like, I'm still learning too. And I want you guys, my whole goal with this is to develop you into the best leaders, okay? So with that being said, with a lot of y'all, I said, let's get with your sponsor and do a one-on-one Facebook Live, okay? That was what I thought was a great idea. But what I'm starting to realize with our company and with our team is there's power in numbers. Okay, so if I'm doing a live with Leanne and then Josiah and then Alicia, we're dividing ourselves, right? And so whenever we act as one and we act as an army, we can cover so much more ground. So Shelby and I did one. It was really great, and it was really great to get to know her, like, personally. But then I sat and I thought, well, what if I did that and Shelby had gotten her potentials on and all of y'all got your potentials on? Like, we just do bigger and better when we're all together. My idea was, well, I'm going to teach Shelby how to do it, and I'm going to make Martha an expert. And that's great, but there's no reason why we can't do a weekly opportunity live. Because if I'm looking at your page and I see a video that gets 100 views, or I'm looking at a video and I'm like, dang, that video has 3,000 views, people are more likely to watch it. Our videos are getting that many views because we're all together, right? So I don't want to separate us. And that was my bad. That was an idea I thought was really great. And you live and you learn. So that's why I'm not going to go forward with those one-on-one. We are going to do them as a team. So write this down. Oh, whoever's not muted. Hold on. Guys, if you're not muted, if you will please mute yourself. I think I got it. Okay. So write this down. Every Monday night, I don't know what time, let me figure out time zones. Every Monday night, our team is going to do a live opportunity. I'm going to do it, not because I'm the best, because I'm not scared. I get it. I used to be terrified. And because I do think I'm good at them, my plan is not to do them for you forever, but that's what's most efficient, period. So every Monday night is going to be an opportunity. Why is that important? You're plugging in your potentials. You're plugging in your potentials. You're sharing that video, and there's power in numbers, okay? Every Thursday night is going to be an opportunity Zoom. Okay, the difference in those two are going to be an opportunity live is going to be, I don't know exactly what time yet. Elizabeth, I'll figure that out, and I promise you I will let y'all know tonight, okay? Let me look at like time zones and stuff like that. And here's the good thing about that is tomorrow night I do have that one scheduled. I got to go look at it. I think it's at 8, so it'd be 6 o'clock Pacific, and that would be 9 o'clock East Coast time. The good thing about that is you share it to your page and it's there, right? So if somebody can't attend, it's still there. It's still getting views, right? Then we're going to do an opportunity Zoom. That's where you're plugging in people that you have built a rapport, you have built a relationship with. Now, Hannah is one of my new girls, and it just happened like we speed dated, and she got on a potential Zoom the other night. But typically, I am not going to put up a post and just get most people aren't just going to jump on a Zoom. Hannah knew what a Zoom was. She already had Zoom downloaded. Do you know what I mean? You want people on Zoom that you need help closing. We don't want to get people on a Zoom and they have and here's the deal. It's not that I mind answering questions. It's not that anybody minds answering questions. It's that we are looking for efficiency. I am looking how to do this the most efficient. If we have already been talking to potentials, they've seen a live, they're asking us questions so we can go back, tag them in the live video, and they just have a few more questions and we need to seal the deal. Boom, get them on a Zoom, edify somebody else, lets them hear somebody else's story. That's what that's used for, okay? Because if you get me a brand new person on a Zoom that you've never talked to before and they have 20 million questions, that's not sealing the deal, okay? I want to be y'all to be planting these seeds and let me come in and close people, or Dustin or whoever we might have on that Zoom that night to be closing those people. So those are the two things that I want you girls and guys to be plugging into every single week. Monday nights alive. All I need you to do is show up and share the video. Okay. Then, Thursdays, opportunity Zooms. I don't care if when we start, you just get one quality person on there. That's all it takes, y'all. That's all it takes. One person at a time, one life at a time. Quality over quantity. Build those relationships, okay? And I would like to do at least a Zoom like this for you guys every 2 weeks, because I want you to always have the tools that you need to be successful. I think that the page that we'll get up and running will really help. And I'll add you to it. If you're not a part of it, I will add you to it tonight. That's going to be where you're going to get your everyday training. That's going to be where you're plugging people into. It's not in lieu of the LV crew, but what it is I'm going to do a thread with post ideas, like I did the other day, picture ideas. So you have all the resources you need, because I know that's what my team, we are not there yet, Sarah. We're not ready for an opportunity Facebook group yet. We're going to develop these two things first. And then that is something that we are definitely thinking of. I've seen other companies do it. So what we're doing is it's the 21 days to thrive fearlessly. It was our push group, but what I'm doing is I want to change that. If you don't even know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. You haven't missed anything. That's going to be a place where I'm developing new people's skills. You're going to be able to tag your new person in the best way to edit pictures, what's garbage post and what's good post, because we all have to learn. We all have to learn from somewhere. I don't want you to just say, we'll go copy someone's post. I want them to know quality. Okay. That's what's going to be housed in that group. It's just more in-depth resources. And here's why. Our team is young. Our team is not even 3 months old. We're coming in, and girls, I know y'all need help. Y'all need ideas. I get it because I'm right there with you. That's going to be a place. I mean, we're blowing up. Like, we are moving at a rate that I can't even wrap my head around at all. And so I want you girls to never be held back because you don't have the resources you need, or I couldn't answer you fast enough, or I didn't get back to your text message because my kid threw a fit. You know what I mean? That's what I want to be housed there. So power in numbers, 1 skill a week. What I want you to do right now is I want you to number 1 through 6 on whatever you're taking notes on. I want you to number 1 through 6. And I want you to write down 6 things that you're going to do every day to work your business. Someone asked me, well, how do I work my business? I want you to have a plan for every single day. I want you to think, I'm going to give you some ideas, and you can adjust these to your needs. But what I want you to think about is posting. I want you to think of what you can do to grow your market, what you can do to interact, what you can do to encourage, what you can do to develop yourself, make sure your cup is still full. Those are the areas I want you to look at. I'll read my 6 to you. Some of you already know my 6, but mine are to wish everyone a happy birthday, 20 messages, which, I mean, these don't always happen, but I'm trying to get back to, I have to work my business, and I want y'all to always be working your business and not trying to answer a million questions from your new teammates. So I'm trying to put some systems in place so that it's more efficient for you girls. Reading for 20 minutes, encouraging 3 team members, making sure I post 3 times a day. Those are just some examples. So what I want to do is make you experts in those areas. Sorry, I'm looking for who's not muted. If you're not muted, if you'll please mute. I'm so ADD. I'm sorry. Okay. Because if we don't wake up with a plan, the day will run us. We want to run our day every day, no matter what. Some people have said things to me like, well, you're home all day, but I own 3 businesses. I have a licensed daycare by the state, and the state can walk in my door anytime, any day. I have 12 kids that I have to keep alive and thriving every day. Plus I have 2 of my own. I'm a mom, plus I have a photography business. So I don't just sit here and twiddle my thumbs. So we have to all know that anybody can do this. It's all about efficiency. It's all about having a plan when you go to bed every single day and waking up and conquering that plan no matter what. Okay. So nobody joins this because they have all the time in the world. Like, that's right. That nobody does that, or they have all the money in the world. So I want you girls to develop a plan of the 6 things you're going to do every single day. And if you need help with that, I want you to talk to your sponsor, because I have got to get back to systems. Because if not, you're like running around like a chicken with your head cut off, and you're not efficient. That's when, your efficiency goes down and you feel like you're working really hard, but then you have to stop and ask yourself, but are you really? So different things that I want to talk to you about right now is posting. I want you to stop and ask yourself when you're posting, and this is so funny because me and one of my new girls, I don't know if it was Lacey or Brooke, but it wasn't that her post was bad. Her post was awesome, but it was, do you ever feel tired? Do you drink too much coffee? And I still was making posts like this too, so I'm not calling her out by any means. I stopped and asked myself, wait a minute, Am I talking at people or am I talking about myself? One thing our company prides ourselves with is really being an attraction marketing and sharing our lifestyles. And so every post you make, I want you to ask yourself, are you sharing something about your life and tying Thrive into it? Now, let me clarify. I don't mean every single post you make has to tie Thrive in. What I'm asking you to do is take a look at every single post, and is somebody able to tell you something about yourself? For instance, if you're making a post about people that are obsessed with coffee, are you telling people that you're not obsessed with coffee anymore? Or are people seeing, a post that says, do you want more energy? Or are they seeing you post saying, I have more energy. This is what I've already checked off on my to-do list by 10 a.m. Because the message is the same and it's received very differently. Okay, so anytime you're posting about Thrive, if it is an ad off of Pinterest or something you have Googled, stop, please. And I'm going to help y'all with that in our group, but stop doing that. Do not give people all the information. Curiosity is what drives this business. Curiosity is, like I posted a while ago my before and afters, right? I didn't say what the 3 simple steps were. I didn't say anything. They don't even know I'm on Thrive. I mean, people know, but you know what I'm saying? Because curiosity. Why would anyone ever get in my inbox if they knew all the answers? We have to get people talking to us, period. So those are the things I'm going to help you become an expert on. You just have to be open and willing. And if you're not sure, ask me. There have been several girls that have said, check out my post. And I'm like, okay, you want my honest feedback? I'm going to tell you that looks like an ad. Because guys, people don't get on Facebook to be sold to. They get on here to make connections with people, and they're going to connect to you, and you're going to evoke an emotion in them when you tell your story. I'm not looking for people that need a product that I have. I am looking for people that have the same need that I had. Okay, so I want you to stop and think that I'm looking to connect with people because I had a need first. So with that comes too, if you're not on the products, you need to be on them yesterday. Period. End of story, unless they're on their way. Because I am connecting with other women, with other men that have the same needs that I have, and I'm able to share with them a solution. That is what I'm looking for. Those are the connections I'm making, and they're authentic. They're genuine. Okay. Another thing I want you to know is I want you to know that if you go VIP 1600 every single month, your business will grow. You have to look in the mirror and tell yourself that you are going VIP 1600. Period. End of story. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your market looks like. It doesn't matter to me. You have to look in the mirror and tell yourself you can do it. You will do it. And you have to fight for it. You can't just say, well, I've been talking to these 3 people. No, the worst thing I ever did the whole last year in network marketing was I married a follow-up list and I married a potential list. You've got to divorce the results and marry the actions. My goal every day is to make 5 new friends, 5 new connections. And what I mean by that is I'm talking to people on Instagram and I'm getting 5 new people to add me on Facebook every day. That doesn't mean I'm getting 5 new sales, but I'm making 5 authentic, genuine connections every single day. I don't have a follow-up list, okay? Somebody may choke me for saying that, but I don't. Because I learned that with my last company that I was so obsessed with a follow-up list that I was not bringing new people in front of me. And guys, people know what you have. It doesn't mean you don't follow up with them, but here's what I do. If someone says I can order on Friday, then I say, I don't want to do it. I don't want my phone to go off. But I say, hey, blah, 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 remind me next Friday. Elizabeth needs to order at 9 a.m. That's my follow-up list. It is as easy as that. I tell Siri to put that in my phone, okay? that's my follow-up list. So when it goes off on Friday, I shoot a message and I don't give it another thought. Either they order or they don't. It's 50-50 at that point, but they're still watching me. But guess what? I'm bringing 5 new people in front of me every single day. So those 5 people that said they were going to join, they said, if they do or don't, I'm not putting any weight on that. And that doesn't mean I don't care about them. That doesn't mean I don't want them. But what it means is I'm not obsessing over a what if. I'm going out and I am forward focused, making it happen. To me, a follow-up list where you are going down it and you are going, okay, and I'm not knocking it, okay? I'm not sitting here. Some people are very organized in their methods. That method did not work for me. It hindered me. I follow up by putting someone in my phone when they have given me a reason to follow up with them. If someone says, well, I don't know, and they give me 20 million, they're not ready. That's not a potential. They're not ready. Leave it alone. I tell people, let me know when you're ready. Because a potential to me is someone that says, I don't have the money, I get paid on Friday. Or they say, I have a few more questions, let me read over the ingredients. I'm allergic to pineapple. If it doesn't have pineapple in it, I'm all in. Those are potentials to me. Somebody that says, I don't know, this is probably a scam, and you're like, no, it's not, and you explain to them what a pyramid scheme is, and then they go, well, I don't really have the money. You're wasting your time. You are working for free. They're not ready. So don't do it. It doesn't mean that opportunity is not available for them. That's not what that means. What it means is they're not ready. They don't see the value in our business yet, and nobody could have made me join. If someone said, Courtney, this is the best company ever, and they were shoving down my throat why it was so amazing, but I was scared and I wasn't ready, I want you to think about it like this. If your mom was telling you to do something, okay? Think about your mom, right? Because some of you may have like the picture perfect relationship with your mom. But if my mom tells me to do it, the first thing I'm going to do is go, I'm not doing that, right? Or your sister, or even maybe your best friend or your cousin, whatever. So stop and think about that. If they're telling you to do something and you buck it, I buck it even harder. My mom could say, they have the cutest shirt that would look so good on you at JCPenney's. And I'm like, never going, right? Because I'm hard-headed. Most people are. They have that in them. So I want you to stop and think, are you telling them, join me, this is awesome, you can make more money, blah, 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 blah. Because anybody who's a red or strong-willed or that will ever run in this company is hearing you and they're bucking what you're saying. Okay? So stop giving them, that's like walking up to a guy, okay, and being like, but I'm really pretty when I put on all my makeup, and I'll make you dinner every night, and I'll clean for you. Sound desperate. Stop, okay? Strut by him in a cute outfit. Wink at him. Think about it like that, y'all. Our business, we're not desperate. We have quality products. We have products that are physically and emotionally changing people's lives. Stop begging people to use them and try them. Either they want to change their life and they're ready, or they're not. And that's okay. That doesn't mean because my sister has never ordered from me and I want to choke her that I'm mad at her. Okay? I think she's dumb some days because I'm like, you're so pretty, you could rock this business. She's not ready. If I sat there and I wasted all of that energy on her, I'm working for free. I'm working for free, okay? We don't work for free. We work with efficiency. So you have to stop. I would rather bring in one quality person a week and that's ready, that's ready to do this, than go and talk in, 20 people into doing this and then they're not ready. So I just really, I want you to think about who you're following up with and why you're following up with them. Are they giving you a reason to follow up with them? And if they're not, then don't. And I've been guilty. I have been so guilty of that. And it doesn't mean that, 2 years down the road, they're not going to see your post and think, well, hot damn, I'm ready to jump in. Okay, but guess what? It's going to have to be on their time because you've already given them all the information they need to know. It's up to them to make that decision. So I want you to, yeah, it's not noon for them yet. You're exactly right, Josiah. And that's okay. That goes for customers, promoters. So have a follow-up list, but only let people on your follow-up list that are worth your time because of what they're telling you. We don't decide if they're worth our time. They let us know. They let us know where they fall. If they're like, yeah, that's too expensive. Or the other day, someone's like, which I was probably a little too bold, but they were like, I read that it killed people online thrive. And I said, well, you can also read that Tupac is still alive. And I'm not dead. And my husband's like, you should not have said that. That is such a smart ass. And I was like, but it's true. Like, I'm like, you can read anything online and they are not going to buy. I looked at my husband and I was like, dude, they're not going to order. Like, if they're Googling all the cons, they weren't going to order in the first place. And guess what? I'm done with that conversation. Not because I don't like that person. Me and that person may have been best friends. They're not ready. That's a business decision to not get in that conversation with them. So those of you that maybe you feel like you're not going fast enough, yeah, it was me and Elizabeth. But it's true. So what I want you to stop and ask yourself, like, if you feel like you're not going fast enough, are you holding on and talking and training and working with people that aren't ready? And if they're not ready, that's okay. We give them that grace. Y'all would be shocked at the people that I bring in this business that are sitting on the sidelines watching, and that's okay because they've got to want it. They've got to see. You would be shocked at some of my best friends that have come into this business, have killed it, and then they took a seat and grabbed their popcorn. Okay, I'm ready when they are, but guess what? There's nothing we can do. So I want you to stop and ask yourself, you're probably a mom or a college student or a fiance, or you have multiple jobs, and I want you to ask yourself, are you showing up to work for free every day with your business and not getting any return? And if you are, I want you to adjust what you're doing. And I want you to ask yourself what you're doing and what you can change about that. So starting tomorrow, or all of the above, Alicia. So starting tomorrow, which is the 23rd through the 28th, you can hit your VIP resets, okay? I want to help you do that. I want you to run. I want you to be forward focused on talking to new people. If you change your mind and you change your thinking and you're bringing in new people in front of you every single day, your business will explode. But I want you to think of, if you're talking to the same 10 people and you were a Target employee and you brought those same 10 people every day and thought about them and talked to them and worked on them, and they don't have money, and they told you yesterday they don't have money, and they don't want that bedspread. It's stupid, right? So be forward focused. So starting tomorrow through the 28th, VIP resets, okay? I want to show you, and I know there are some guys on here, so when a guy wins, because I'm putting it out in the universe that they will too, we will come up with a different prize for you. This is what the ladies voted on, but these are the things that I've bought you so far. So as soon as you, the first person to hit their VIP 1600, whether it be tonight, whether it be whenever, these are the items that I have up for grabs for you, okay? So these are so cute, and it's hard for me not to keep them for myself. But I have a Michael Kors wristlet. It's so cute. It has studs all over it. I love it. This is definitely like you could take it out to the club or whatever, to church. You don't have to go to the club. You could be going to church. You could have your mints in here for church. This wallet that is like fur. Oh my God, this is so cute. I love this. This was so hard for me to, y'all, I really do like to bless other people, but I really like to shop too. So it's a Michael Kors wallet. And then I got this really cute Michael Kors crossbody purse that's silver. I thought silver could go with everything. And it's super cute and small. So you don't have a big old honking tote. So those are just 3 small things I want to be able to give to you and to bless you, because I know this is hard work. I know it takes consistency, and we're in this together. We are a team, and I love nothing more than to see you guys win. So I am going to put those pictures up on the happy 21st birthday tomorrow. I am going to put those up on our Thriving Fearlessly group, and I'm going to add you to it if you're not a part of that. And we are going to take it one day at a time, but we're going to be running each day. Okay, so remember, if we don't run our day runs us, and we've got a plan for each day. So tonight, before you go to bed, I want you to think of the 6 things you're going to do tomorrow. Okay, one of them has to be grow your audience. It has to be. You will never arrive. You will never arrive at the perfect audience. And if you think you've arrived, then, okay, we'll get you all at it. Well, there's a lot of you that aren't, because we are trying to get it off the ground. So don't worry if you're not. We will get you in there. If you ever feel like you've arrived, then you don't care about people. And here's why. Because if you're sitting at the top making $1 million and you stop working this business, then you don't care about paying it forward and meeting new people and changing their lives. Okay, I want you to think of it like that. I will never have arrived. Why? Because I know that there's something different about this company, and I know that no matter, people think, oh, you're so successful. I'm not. I'm nothing without y'all. We're going to be a 40K team in less than 10 days, and that's because of my hard work and because you girls and guys have kicked ass this month. Okay, that's why. I don't care if you've put in 20 orders or 1. It doesn't matter. It's one day at a time, one person at a time that can change your life, okay? You've got to keep going. The consistency is what gets you there, period. End of story. I'm no better than anyone. I'm no different than anyone, but I do have a fire in my stomach that's never gone out in 2 years. And I don't know how, and I don't know why. When my fire started to fade, I adjusted my cells and I went and found the right people in the right place. But I've never taken a day off. I've never taken a day off. I can remember, right or wrong, you can judge me, whatever. But I've never taken a day off. I can remember sitting in the hospital floor and enrolling one of my dearest friends into my previous company. Now, my daughter had been rushed to the hospital because she had an asthma attack. She was stable. She was fine. But as soon as she was fine, I went in the hallway and I enrolled that girl. And you want to know why I did? Because that girl and I had made a connection because we had both lost babies. And I knew how much that girl needed this to change her life. It wasn't about me. And so I want you to stop and I want you to think, if you take a day off when you don't feel good, what if somebody else didn't feel good and they needed you? Okay? I want you to think about your circumstance. You're really busy. Well, what if that busy mom that doesn't get to see your kids at all until Saturday morning needs you? And they need this. What if that person that's so overweight and they don't have insurance and they could use surgery, they can't even afford that. They, all they can do is eat fast food because that's all they have time for, or whatever the circumstance may be. What if that person needs you? And so I'm not telling you to ever neglect your family, but what I am saying is we have something so special, and how dare we hide it because we're down. Because the best thing you can do is get out in front of people and start talking to them and relight your passion and relight your fire. Because when you start giving to others, I'm sorry, that's why God put us on this earth, and your flame burns brighter and you feel even better, okay? So there is a rap song called No Days Off, just saying, if any of you rap lovers are out there. And it is by Fetty Wap, who I have seen in concert twice, and I'm not ashamed of that. And I tried to go get on his bus, but he didn't like that very much. And it's called No Days Off. And I just, in life, it's not about work. And I don't mean like I don't take a day off. What I mean is like I will never take a day off from helping somebody. Would you walk out into the street and not help a little old lady cross it because it's Sunday and it's family day, so I'm not helping anybody today, I'm just focusing on me? You know what I mean? That's what this business is. Just be mindful of that. Be mindful of all the people around you whose lives can change. I'm going to take a picture really quick because I don't know, and it makes me want to cry that I've ever done a Zoom where there's been 38 people on, or not 38, 30 people on there. And that to me is so emotional because that lets me know like we're changing some lives, like, and it's crazy. We're not even 3 months old. Our team isn't, guys. And I can't even wrap my head around like meeting some of you for the first time or being at our first event together. I mean, it's mind blowing. So, okay, I'm gonna take a picture really quick.
I'm talking to my childhood best friend right now on Facebook.
What?
Let me see. Okay, smile. I'm going to scroll over because I don't know if I've ever been able to scroll over because there are 2 pages, which is crazy. Smile again. Okay. I just want to sign off by saying I love you. I love each of you so much. I every day I get up and I get so excited, number 1, to do my 3 steps, but number 2, to help y'all. And I really mean that. I know some days I'm slower to answer messages. I know some days you're like, yeah, I saw you read that, girl. Please just shoot me another message because I want more than anything for all of y'all to win. And I'm literally chasing my tail right now because of the growth of our team is phenomenal. And thank you. Thank you for like trusting the person that brought you into this business. Thank you for trusting the process. Thank you for showing up. Like, nobody makes you. You don't have to. This is a choice. And I just want you to know that I believe with all my heart now where I am, that I make a choice to show up every day because it truly impacts somebody, not somebody, everybody that I interact with about this opportunity or about these products. And that's a huge difference that I didn't feel 6 months ago. You know, I have the confidence to know that anyone I'm talking to or working with, their life is going to change for the better. And that's a great feeling. So I am going to work a little bit more, probably fall asleep in my sweats, and just get up tomorrow and do it again. I love y'all so much. Thank you for all of your hard work. Thank you for believing in yourselves. And if you don't, borrow that belief from me because somebody gave me that belief 2 years ago when I was at rock bottom. So I love y'all. Y'all have a great night, and I will post this in the chat. Message me if you're not part of the Fearless thing, and I will get you in there. And who's going to win the first Michael Kors prize? I want to know. Okay, love y'all. Bye.